This should. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff Fields McCormick. That light is blinding, but welcome to our first channel Q&A. Now, for those of you that were watching the stream a second ago, this is going to be kind of awkward because the other one cut out, but we're going to be in this one now, and hopefully we can get everybody to come from that one to this one. I just got blown out in 2K because I don't know how to play it, so we're gonna have to learn. But putting up 20 when you have no idea what you're doing isn't too bad. Jason, welcome to the chat. All right, that light does not want to cooperate, so we're just gonna do it from this angle. You're not gonna see the top of my head, but we got to get that light out of the way, so I got to look tall for a minute. I said, damn, you gained some. Thank you very much. I am beefy. All right, any other questions? He's like, damn, you gained some weight. I'm like, I am beefy. Thank you. He's like, nah, man, you're good. All right, whatever.
Can we cuss on this?
Prefer not to. That just came out. That ain't mean you're supposed to. Once again, now do you see why I edit my videos? That's the real me. That's not the welcome to Madden. That's the hi. This is Jeff talking. And also, you're seeing the underside. That's not my good side. That sounded. Anyways, you guys have any questions for the Q&A? We have 6 in here right now. Pointers on Madden Mobile. Do I watch the XFL? I have not watched them yet. I do follow every XFL team on Instagram, so I do get to see little bitty bits and pieces here and there. Opinion on gays. I don't want to answer that. That's a political question that will never end well for anybody. So we're just going to avoid those kind of questions. I don't want to get into a political thing, and to be completely honest, because either I'm going to gain a lot of views for a bad reason, or I'm going to lose a whole bunch of subscribers. And quite frankly, I don't want to frustrate anybody. Yeah, all right.
Hey, what up, boy? You know what it is?
That's the same guy that called me fat a second ago.
Yeah, he called you fat.
Hey, now.
I'll be making you look good.
Said, well, I don't like him very much. I'm like, that's your opinion. All right, do we have any Madden-related questions or any other, like, non-political questions? Let's see. Opinion on Dwayne Wade's son.
Zerway?
I don't know a whole lot about that.
Okay, well, I'll give my opinion.
Maybe you can weigh in.
I mean, like,
not much.
what are you asking? Like, if he's good or not, or like?
Probably asking like how his stats.
Or are you talking about the one that's like
Oh.
turn the other gender?
Yeah. Okay. How come you haven't been uploading? Okay, so
Yeah, Jeff. Why haven't you been uploading?
That one I'll be okay with answering. So, why I haven't been uploading? I've got a ton of work that I've been doing recently. I've got my honors project. I've got a new D&D campaign that I'm working on that does take a good bit of time with this guy right here. And by the way, if you guys want to see some D&D streams, we might do that. We'll have to see what happens there. But I've been really busy with a ton of schoolwork. I've got a couple of books I'm working on. You might see a sneak peek of those coming up. Keep an eye out. And I've just had a whole bunch of stuff that's gotten in the way that I've got to take care of. Everyone's asking weird questions. That's right. And there's a lot of these that I'm not really wanting to answer on stream, just for various reasons. All right. So my thoughts on the XFL. I think it's fine. It gives an avenue for athletes that might not be able to quite get into the NFL. They can still show off their talents and kind of make it like a feeder league for the NFL, basically. So in that respect, I think it's kind of cool. It's like the minor leagues for the NFL, basically.
What you mean? Thoughts on your beefy friend?
Jeff, who else are you going for in the Ultimate Legends? All right, so if you guys were keeping an eye on the community tab, you saw that I did get Megatron a little bit earlier today. That video, which I'm excited about, should be dropping sometime tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. I'm also going for Weapon X himself, Brian Dawkins. I definitely want to see him laying people out in the secondary. He's going to be great against those NFL 100 receivers. So yeah, Megatron, let's go. Exactly, man, let's go. I'm very excited to have Megatron. I'm going to have him on my far left. Then we're going to come over, and on the right side, we're going to have T.O. We're going to put Victor Cruz's Super Bowl Legends card in the slot, have a 98, 98, 97 on the triplet, and then we can fire them out to whatever side. How to get the Ultimate Legends banners. I burned a ton of diamonds opening those packs. Franco Harris, because he used Smash Mouth. Yes, some love for the Smash Mouth. That's great to see. Whoa, Willie, hello. That's an odd way to phrase it, but hello nonetheless.
You said he got a 98 Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's pretty good.
Hey, yeah, that's
really good.
Yeah, the Madden Times player, more than likely. He, that's when they have him like all suited up with the hearts and stuff in the background. Those are some pretty cool cards. I almost got that Cameron Jordan. Wasn't quite able to finish his set.
How to get good offensive linemen.
All right, how to get good.
You draft me. No.
Yeah, exactly. Just take him in Madden. You totally have a card. He's got a 101 when 100's the max. All right. the best way to get. Yeah, he's like, dang, all right, yeah.
From a Division III school, baby.
Right. They need to release more QBs. They got a pretty good amount. But yeah, they
I
could.
would say they could put more diversity.
Well,
in it.
yeah.
There's only like a few of them.
Yeah, there's only a few that are really high up, so I would like to see some more in there. You got Cam and Ryan. Okay, wow. So yeah, that's you got a D end and the QB. That's pretty good. Gonna have a nice duo there on the O line, D line kind of setup. Recently involved Sean Taylor. He's a new picker because I got so many picks. I can imagine, man. Taylor's got insane stats at 96, which is where I've got him at, and I can't wait to put him at 98. I'm eventually gonna throw Fred Taylor in there. Remind me friend there from the man. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Next question.
Let's just skip on by that one. Trying to get Jamarcus Russell. He's got that MVP card. Man.
Hey, first round Jamarcus Russell.
First round of the defense, more like.
Yeah. At Jameis Winston.
I was about to say on that 30-30. Rip. Everybody's like, rip. Oh, that says sup. I am blind.
F in the chat for Jeff.
Right.
Can we always send up a little F in the chat for Jeff? He can't
Let's
read.
see them. Let's get these a little closer to the screen. Whoa, that looked really weird. All right, so
Hey!
we got one. Let's go. Favorite Broncos player of all time. Oh. Peyton Manning, if that counts as a Bronco. I know he was more with the Colts, but his Broncos time minus that Super Bowl fumble that was embarrassing. My opinion on the Broncos, we need help.
Y'all need everything.
We need everything.
But a defense.
Yeah, we got a decent defense setting up. What's your prediction on who will make it to the Super Bowl next season?
Okay, we'll both answer this because I got my own opinions.
All right, so Super Bowl next season.
And this is going based off before the draft, so
Yeah, 'cause-
this may change after draft, and we'll do another Q&A after, right, Jeff?
Yeah, of course. We'll be doing these a little more often.
I'm actually about to start a YouTube channel. Let me plug it in right there. I'm going to start it. Jeff's going to help me do some streams and stuff,
Yeah, so
so
you
y'all
might
stay tuned.
You might see a little bit of his stuff coming out before long.
Sorry,
All
I
right.
tried to plug my stuff in there.
No, you're good. You're good.
Hey! We're doing a live stream!
We are live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
We're actually doing a Q&A.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because why not, right?
Anyways, the Super Bowl predictions.
Ooh.
Really early Super Bowl
Okay,
predictions.
early, like before. This is even before free agency. So
Before the combine.
this is before everything.
Yeah.
So, this is a really good question. This is one that I was kind of hoping to get to. Seahawks Chiefs. That would be exciting. Shoot.
You know, I'm going to keep it real with y'all.
You
I'm
didn't
a-
say Dallas.
Actually, just hear me out.
All right.
I am a Cowboys fan. We got Mike McCarthy. We've got a lot of players. We're re-signing Dak Prescott, who was a Pro Bowl snuff. Look at his stats. We got the combine coming up and the draft. We need a safety. We're not going to the Super Bowl. I'm taking Chiefs and Saints. Saints win over the Chiefs this year. Give Drew Brees another ring.
Seahawks Broncos. We need redemption. Yeah, that 48 still hurts the corazon a little bit. I'm expecting if
Hey, hold on. Jimmy G sucks. You're right.
that Mark straight up said Dak's garbage.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold on.
Oh, this is
Over
about to get that.
4,800 passing yards. And you're going to say he garbage?
Tony-
Jason Garrett's garbage.
Yeah, that's why he went to New York. No offense to the New York fans.
He's
if
not
we
even a
have
head
any.
coach.
Yeah. It says Sherman is burnt. Yeah, if we're being honest, Sherman was pretty bad. Not gonna lie.
Hold on.
What's up?
Hold on.
You have a Dallas shirt on, don't you?
No, hold on.
That would have been amazing. He's just like Dallas.
Sherman's garbage.
Sherman's
Garbage.
Well, alrighty then.
Garbage. Did you see that Tyreek Hill play? Garbage.
Oh, stats come at the end of the game. That's a good point, though. Didn't make to playoffs, Dallas. So
Who's
I'm
our
not
coach?
I'm not a Dallas fan, so I get to just watch.
Who's our coach? I mean, I can't say. Honestly, our defense,
Defense was pretty
the
rough.
safeties, oh my gosh. That's what killed us. Offense was okay. Defense
Yeah.
just killed us. And then Jason Garrett. Oh, you threw a pick six, Dak?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, he might have been trying to keep a positive attitude with things, but it is kind of awkward when he's like, good job, you messed up. Byron Jones going to come to Seattle. That's possible.
No. No. We need him.
Excuse me. Thoughts on that Texans-Broncos game this season? I
All
am.
right, so next question.
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really remember. I was only able to catch up with a couple of Broncos
Didn't they get
games.
blown out?
Probably. I mean, it's possible.
How it happened in that Texas Broncos game
can you
again?
kind of refresh us on that one? That's been a lot of tests back, a lot of exams back. Mike McCarthy isn't going to do anything in Dallas. Woo! Cowboys going to the Super Bowl in 26. That's possible. In the stands.
Yeah, next question.
All right, Broncos win. Well, that's always good to see. My thoughts on the Super Bowl. Next year, I definitely...
I agree.
Jones living in the past. Yeah, that's kind of true. I don't see the Broncos going to the Super Bowl for a couple of years. Let's be honest. We beat the Texans. Hey! See, when you have a bad team, you can be excited even when you win one game. Believe in Broncos and Texans. That would be an interesting one. They're in the... Aren't they
They're
both in the
both
AFC?
AFC.
Well, that would be an interesting one then. As much as I hate to say it, I think Patriots still have a legitimate shot. They have one of the best defenses in the league, and Drew Lock is Broncos' future. Definitely. Thoughts on Drew Lock? All right, this is one that I've had a lot of people ask. It would be cool if Broncos won Super Bowl 100. If it takes that long, if I'm in a nursing home waiting for them to win, you guys are still going to be in the live stream. So I absolutely love Drew Lock. He's got great energy. He's got great stats. He wasn't on the best offense this year. Cortland Sutton put up some amazing stats, though. I believe he did get Pro Bowl. We lost Marius Thomas a couple years back. He went to the Patriots. I'm not quite sure what his situation is right now. Seems weird to be true. I don't think I watched a single Broncos game this year. Not even Titans-Broncos. I only watched one or two. Hey, man.
So,
Thoughts about the MVPs? The Super Bowl MVP. Well, I mean, it's fitting. Honestly, like, he led his team, and he did amazing. Niners blew a 10-point lead. Yeah, that's true. At Falcons.
okay, but the Chiefs are a comeback team.
They've been. I mean, look at the Houston game where they were down. Was it 24, 26? Yeah.
And then Bills are down 17.
Yeah.
Half the games this season, they were down about at least 10 or more, probably.
Yeah, they're
I
a
mean,
second
crap.
half team, so you've got to expect that comeback. If we get one more Mahomes card, I'm going to quit. Yeah. Honestly, we've got... Okay, hold up. Let's think for a second. We have his Masters card. We'll get to NFL honors in a second. That's a good question, though. We have his Masters card from the Masters Series. We have his Super Bowl MVP. We have his 97 Super Bowl card. I think we had Chiefs MVP or something like that, too. So we've got 4 or 5 that are all 90 plus. How you lose 2K? Pretty simple. I don't know how to play.
I know how to play, and I'm good.
Exactly. And that was my first time on 2K that I was actually...
And I really wasn't trying.
I can't say that. I tried. Your boy was just shooting straight threes, so hey. And Mahomes primetime. Yeah, he did have the primetime card a few weeks back. I got the team of the week, Wilson, and I'm going to stick with him for the rest of the season. That's a really good option there. He's got that 91 speed, I think it is, which the only quarterback higher than that is, I believe, the Lamar Christmas edition and then the Lamar NFL MVP. Both great cards, still really good. Or you're talking about a game? I thought you were talking about real money. No. I don't bet any money on something that I don't know anything about. I bet a little bit on games here and there, but hardly ever anything. All right, so what's your overall on Madden? I'm a 95 overall. I haven't shown it recently, partially because I don't have any videos out right now. You should be able to see it in the Megatron. Oh, and yeah, of course, Vic. I don't know how I forgot about that guy. Don't forget Pro Bowl Lamar. Yeah, he did have that 96, the one that was Calais Campbell, and they swapped him around. So let's go back. Cardinals are going to be a wild card. That's definitely possible.
Colin Murray's a GOAT, bro.
Yeah, he's got some stupid high stats. He's got a lot of potential. Now, Drew Lock, like I said, if we can build a team around him, get a bunch of rookies, a bunch of younger players, and grow them together, we have a lot of potential for growth there with him.
NFL honors, is that what you're going to talk
Yeah,
about?
NFL honors. Okay, so the NFL honors. NFL MVP Lamar was the second player ever. I'll get to Ultimate Legends in a second. Let's go ahead and take care of this NFL honors thing real quick. So I definitely agree with having him as the overall MVP because, I mean, his stats were ridiculous. He beat Mike Vick in rushing. He was for a while a favorite to win the Super Bowl. He got blown out a little bit later on. Couldn't quite get all the way to the Lombardi. Got really close. Got up some really nice stats. And so that being said, he was the second time we've ever had a unanimous vote. The other one was Brady in, I believe, 2010, if I remember right. So that says a lot from the voting committee there. That's a pretty, open and shut door with that. He was definitely worthy of that Hall of Fame nod. See, I'm thinking way down the road.
Maybe one day.
One day, definitely, at the rate he's going. I still think Vic has a shot at the Hall of Fame, even though a lot of people have a tendency to disagree with that. Broncos 10-6, maybe 9-7 next year because they're still rebuilding. Yeah, we're definitely still rebuilding. Now McCarthy is Garrett's clone. I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. McCarthy did a lot of great things before
At least he
came
could
to
win a
Dallas.
Super Bowl.
That's true. With the Eagles, right? Yeah? Am I thinking the wrong guy?
That's Chip Kelly.
Well, see, this is what we edit out of videos. Manning's going to be in the Hall of Fame 2021. Yes, he is. First round, no question.
Now that we're on the topic of quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame,
All right.
we had a debate about this, and I shut him down. Am I not wrong? About Tony Romo.
You were able to prove your point. I'll leave it at that.
Tony Romo, Hall of Fame bound, yes or no? Because I berated him and got him to believe.
Thank you so much. That's the amazing kind of things we love getting to see in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Take care. All right, you too, man. Thank you for stopping by. Romo Hafizi. You have at least 2 people. No way, Romo overrated. There you go. Yeah, both sides of it. Now let's sit back and see what the Dallas fan over here thinks. Because I have no weight in on this one.
Tony Romo's the best caster.
He can predict stuff ridiculously well.
I
I'll
don't
give him
know.
that.
I mean, currently, yes. I'll take anything.
Joe
over.
Buck.
He's not bad. Colin, what's his face?
Chris Collinsworth?
Now here's a guy. Oh my
Romo goes to
God.
Hall of Fame. Mark agrees with you.
Yep.
I think it's possible. Definitely Cowboys Ring of Honor.
The only thing he doesn't have is postseason wins. He has 2 for 3,
Something
1
like
for
that.
3, something like
But
that.
he doesn't
and then
have a
he
ring.
doesn't have a ring. But we have to look at the team he had for the first half of his career, as opposed to when he was injury prone the second half.
They're saying he's really good, but not Hall of Fame. That's possible. That's one that's kind of up in the air.
I would think, my opinion, he's probably not going to make first ballot. If he does, I'd be kind of shocked just because he doesn't have a ring. First half, I mean, he was a great quarterback, but he never had a team around him. And then Jason Garrett, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But I think he makes Hall of Fame, just not first ballot.
Calvin Johnson, Hall of Fame, no question. Megatron's in first round. No question. I know he had a short career, but, I mean, you don't get a nickname in the NFL for nothing.
I mean, he was mentioned in the top 100.
Yeah, he was up for NFL 100. Didn't quite get there. He got snubbed out by some other really good receivers, and that was, I think, one of the best we had receiver-wise, because they didn't have LT for running backs, and that still, it's a bit frustrating. Cam Chancellor, Hall of Fame. I would say yes. He had a short career, so you got to kind of wonder.
I think it's on the realm of Tony Romo. Maybe
where
not
it's-
first ballot, but definite Hall of Famer.
Best Rice in single season yards. Yeah, Rice was ridiculous in stats for stuff for sure. Okay, so do you guys have any other questions? I know I skipped a couple. Let's go back to NFL honors for a second.
Okay.
So Offensive Player of the Year was Michael Thomas,
I agree.
and I completely agree.
I
He
agree.
broke Marvin Harrison's single season touchdown
Although
record.
I would make an argument for Christian McCaffrey. He
Yeah.
was amazing, but you have to give it to Michael Thomas. He's been one of the league's best receivers since coming in. One of the most consistent. Beat Odell Beckham's couple of his stats and records as far as receptions. I mean, you got to give it to the guy. I mean, honestly.
And then you see, like I said, he broke a record that had stood for, I think it was like 22, 23 seasons, something like that, by one of the greatest receivers of all time, Peyton's main target. You got to think, if Peyton Manning is targeting one guy, he's going to get a ton of these things. Could you imagine if Sean Taylor was still alive? Yeah, man, that
F in the chat.
yeah, that was definitely one that I would have liked to see make it for a little bit longer. If Sean Taylor was still in the league, he'd be the best safety of all time. I would say yeah.
Probably top 2 or 3, yeah.
At
most
least,
definitely,
yeah. Because you've got, I mean, Atwater's got to be up in there somewhere, but there's a ton of others.
How many more seasons will Larry Fitzgerald play with the Cardinals? I think
That's-
probably he's got another 2.
That's what I was thinking, 2 or 3.
One decent one, and then one that's like, I'm gonna keep playing even though I got a crutch. But
Yeah. Yeah. See,
I don't know.
Will-
He's got a lot of
Willie says 2
heart.
more.
He's got a lot of heart, so we'll
Yeah.
see. And plus, with Kyler Murray, I'm sure he's a little energized.
Yeah.
So
And
we'll
plus,
see.
you got to think you got Kyler starting brand new with this legend. Barry Sanders should have stayed longer. That's true.
And then right before that was thoughts on Philip Lindsay.
Okay, Philip Lindsay is amazing for what he does.
That they do.
Cardinals have a bright future. They really do, yeah. And if they can take somebody early on in the draft this year, maybe beef up that O-line a little bit, get somebody, shooting off the right to try to block off a D tackle on a
they
3-4.
need O-line. They could use another receiver. They could use
Yeah.
anything on defense, really, besides a defensive end
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
or corner.
Do you guys think Rivers should have retired? Wait, Rivers retired?
No, he's a free
Hold up.
agent.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold up. I did not get a notification about that.
I think he should have.
Man, y'all got me scared a little bit there
But
for a second.
if the Patriots don't sign Tom like they're talking about, that could be a spot where he lands for just a little bit.
That's true.
But you never know. Bill Belichick will find someone in like the 7th round that's a god. So.
It's going to be the next Brady, more than likely. I like him. And the short answer, I really enjoy this. Excuse me. Really enjoy this guy. Cooper gave life to Dallas, but he's a bit too inconsistent. That's true.
A little bit, but he was an all-star, so you can't really say much. But he does have his moments. But
Ooh, okay.
where's
Joe Flacco going to go? Well,
home?
yeah, I was going to say a little bit nicer, but as a Denver fan, hopefully not in the Mile High State. I was incredibly excited at first when I saw Lambs just collapsed. That's true. Goff was a bit of a bust, in my opinion.
This year.
Yeah. But my thoughts on Flacco, I'm not a big fan. I loved watching him early on. I was incredibly excited getting to see him. Seeing him come here, we have a guy with over 38,000 career yards. I'll get to that Brady question in a second. Over 38,000 career yards. I believe he was the all-time passer
For
for Baltimore, yeah. Right behind, was it Culpepper that he was right behind?
No, he passed him.
I passed Culpepper. Okay, then he was all-time. And yeah, I agree. There's no way that Tom Brady's leaving. There's no way he leaves New England. And if he does, Raiders are his best bet from what I'm seeing. But Derek Carr's not the worst quarterback in the league. That's Andy Dalton. But just throw him under the bus. And that's why I think they're taking that LSU quarterback first overall. There's no way you pass him up.
I don't know. Bears took Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, not everybody's smart in the draft, folks.
No. God, no. I would never watch NFL for those 2 years if that happened.
Honestly, from what I've been seeing, that does look possible.
I said no, Jeff.
All right, let's see. Tua to Miami. That's definitely possible. That I could see that happening. Said no, Dak's the worst. Yikes. Once again, that's a Dallas fan, not me. So hey, all I got's love for my Broncos going like what was it, 6-13 or something last year, 6-12. I don't know exactly what a record was, but
Yep.
it was not good. Which team will have the worst record next season? Well, if they don't take the LSU quarterback, the Bengals are going to have the worst season. If they, for some reason, keep Dalton and they go for like a tight end, try to get like a new Ocho Cinco or something, they're going to have the worst season. Pats play against NFC West next season. That's true. That's true. And that's something also to keep in mind. But yeah, I think that even if they do get him, they're going to have some trouble. Washington's going to have the worst year. That's possible.
That's what I was just thinking.
Is he in the locker room? Actually, no, he is not. I might send him a link to it later on. That's the Discord I've got for the
Yeah, I know.
for the chat. Yeah, I might if he's got a Discord, I might go ahead and drop him in there later on tonight. Any other questions? We can talk about Hall of Famers, current season, future seasons, past seasons, whatever. We're here to talk to you guys.
Or, anything else not football related.
Predictions on Broncos season. Well,
I'm going 7-9.
ooh, I'm glad we have a losing record from you. I'm going to be a little bolder. And that's a town in Colorado, by the way. Yeah, I know. I just got a thumbs down from somebody. You're trying to get your green name. I'm probably going to get a couple more coordinators in there in a little while. Patrick Willis, yes, he should be Hall of Fame. The fact that he's not yet, I think is a bit frustrating.
We'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to the Cowboys in a second. We're definitely going to disagree on that one. More than likely. Yeah,
Okay.
see that smug smile? He knows I'm not a Cowboys fan. Not a football question. Are you guys on the park? Actually, no. We are at our...
Have you heard the song Colt 45?
Too zigzag. No, we're not getting into that. I just get a notification, banned.
Demonetized.
Yeah, we're not even monetized yet. We're demonetized before it's possible. If we take a shot with Ruggs in the draft and we just go all out on passing, I could see 10-6, 9-7, or 10-6. It all depends. It all depends on how we do there.
Okay, so the Cowboys question, you said 9-7 or 11-5. I would agree. Mike McCarthy's made a lot of changes. He's going to do a lot of things different than Jason Garrett. The one thing I am proud of, we kept our offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore. He's his play style is like Boise State, and it works when Jason Garrett implements it, which he didn't. Mike McCarthy likes Dak Prescott. He makes a lot of comparisons to Aaron Rodgers through him. Not as talented, obviously, yet. We'll see how that progresses later on in his career. But, he can move around. He's strong, physical. He can put the ball in tight spaces here and there. He's got a great receiving core around him, great offensive line. One of the best running backs the league has seen the past 5-6 years.
At least, yeah.
A decent defense. I'm going to say 10-6. Depending on how well the transition is, maybe 9-7, but I'd hate to see that.
Yeah.
I think we may go divisional round if things go good. I just don't see anywhere past that for sure.
Mr. Ranger, I have not seen a full XFL game yet. Like I said, I've seen clips here and there on Instagram, but I've not actually sat through a full one. Now, my thoughts on Dallas, first off, as much as I hate to say it, they have better offensive weapons than we do. That's all there is to it.
I would make an argument to say Dallas is probably top 5 as far as offensive weapon capabilities.
Capability, yeah.
Number 1 has to be Chiefs.
Yeah, just no question.
And then Baltimore's up there.
I'd say Baltimore at 2, honestly. All right, let's see. 10-6, you play NFC West and AFC North, rip Dallas. Jeff, who's my top receivers all time? Ooh. Hey, do you agree with Jerry Rice saying getting into the Hall of Fame is easy now? The possibility of Eli Manning joining. I don't think getting into the Hall of Fame is ever easy. You've got to be, regardless of what position you play, you've got to be one of the best of your position ever.
That's kind of disrespectful to Eli.
Exactly. Like, Eli is, what is he, 5th all time in passing yards or something? That was more like Trellis. Well, I'm just going to back off that one. Eli better be Hall of Fame. I think Eli's Hall of Fame.
Undoubtedly.
You look at what he's done. He's the 5th all time, I believe, and correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I think he's 5th all time in passing yards. He's 3rd or 4th in touchdowns.
I think second for consecutive games played,
Yeah,
started.
something like that, yeah. And
then they took him out for Geno Smith.
Yeah, we'll see how that went. Okay, somebody asked for my top 3 receivers all time. Well, number 1, stats-wise, is going to be Jerry Rice. Number 2, Randy Moss. Number 3, Terrell Owens. Those 3 are what I would say are the 3 best ever. Peyton Manning should get a 100 speed card. I wish. That 67 speed road to the playoffs hurt me deeply. Those are my top 3 receivers, if we're being honest. As far as stats are concerned, those guys have to be up there. I think there's a chance for England.
There has been a lot of pressure for England to get a football team. It's just a matter of who wants to move, matter of maybe we can do expansions. Jaguars have played there quite a bit, and that's probably because they barely sell tickets.
That's true, yeah.
But Jacksonville sucks. But
unfortunately,
as far as market, but
rough.
I could see that being one or just expansions. Mexico City is another one, but there's a lot of stuff going on in Mexico.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Ireland would be interesting.
That would.
They could be the Leprechauns. I am so sorry if you're Irish and that was offensive. You know how cool that would be? I just got a thumbs down. But that'd be amazing. You could have the Denver Broncos versus the versus the Dublin Leprechauns. That'd be funny. It'd be horses versus leprechauns. We could have a unicorn team. We could be unicorns versus leprechauns.
We're going to go to the next question.
So I just probably lost
Are you? No comment.
Tampa Bay going to NFC
comment.
Championship next season. Well,
With Jameis?
with Jameis, maybe the people that are playing against Winston will. I don't know about Winston making it that far. That 30-30 is pretty rough. 30, touchdowns to 30 interceptions. It's the first time anyone's ever done that in the league. A West Coast team having to go all the way to England. I don't know about that one. Peyton's got his eyes fixed. That's true. Top 3 running backs all time. Okay.
Who's that? Is that to Jeff or both of us?
It's probably to both of us. I say we just both answer whatever question comes through. Make it interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so top 3 running backs all time. If Bo Jackson had a longer career, I'd put him up there, but stats wise, I can't. So number 1, I'm gonna say Emmitt Smith. I mean, there's no question. Number 2, and I'm gonna get some disagreements on here. I say LaDainian Tomlinson is number 2. He's second all time to Emmitt Smith in touchdowns, second all time to Emmitt Smith in rushing yards. He has the rushing record for the Chargers, which is where Melvin Gordon
Touchdowns in a
came
season.
from. Touchdowns in a season. He has a record 25 rushing, 1 passing. That pass he threw off on the fade 7. That was a good way to run that one. Kind of like a reversed Philly special almost. Sort of. So that'd be my top 2. Number 3, I really like Eric Dickerson. He was like the running back of the future in his era. So you've got to show him some love. I think those would have to be in my top 3. But Barry Sanders, I can't take Sanders out of that. So I'd say Emmitt Smith, LaDainian Tomlinson. Number 3, Barry, I guess. Because, I mean, you can't count Barry out of that kind of a situation.
Well, your list looks a lot different than mine.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Number 1, I agree with Emmett. I mean, crap. You just can't say anything about Emmett. You can't say anything bad about him. Number 2, I'm going Walter Payton.
Okay, sweet.
I mean, as far as like what he did on the field,
Yeah.
records, and then
he
you
was
can't,
amazing, yeah.
then you can't count out his. I mean, he has a whole trophy and honor named after him for what he did off
Walter
the
Payton,
field.
Man
So,
of the Year, yeah.
and then number 3, it's going to shock you. Might get some dislikes from y'all, but I like Jim Brown.
Yeah.
He was a goat.
Yeah, he was amazing. He's got that smash mouth.
Now, not to count
overall.
out LT or Barry. That's just
Yeah.
my preferred.
Yeah. No, he was amazing. Another one that I was considering throwing in here at some point. I mean, AP, Adrian Peterson, 5th all time in rushing yards. He may be third. He's third all time and then Frank Gore's 5th all time or something like that? One of the two. I don't remember which way they're set up. But either way, those guys are really good too. Kind of hard to count those kind of players out. You've got so many good running backs that have impacted the league. All right. Thoughts on AB? Whoa. Well,
He's got CTE.
there's something going on up there, if we're being completely honest.
Top 3 punters.
Top 3 punters.
Do we know 3 punters besides Marquette King and Colquitt?
I can and then
Morstead, yeah.
Okay, Morstead number 1. AP is a diva. Yeah, I kind of agree. Unfortunately, he's done a lot outside of the field that has kind of taken away his value, in my opinion. So number 1, Morstead, no question. Ray Guy was another really good one. Then I had to put Colquitt. Colquitt's insane. Oh no, Pat McAfee. No way.
Oh, yeah.
Pat McAfee, top 3, hands down. As a Broncos fan, you were mad about the Chiefs winning. Well, in most situations, I would have been. And this is one you guys might not know. I think I mentioned this earlier.
Pat Mahomes is East Texas, baby.
Pat Mahomes is like, his high school was 8 miles away from my high school. So I got to watch him. When I was in 8th grade, he got to blow us out his senior year. It hurt for the team, but it was really exciting getting to see him progress through Texas Tech and then go on.
And I'm from East Texas too, so
Exactly.
it's always fun watching hometown native just do it for your boys, you know.
That's the same reason I'm a huge supporter of Adrian Peterson, even though he's had some issues off the
And,
field.
honestly, I like Andy Reid. I just can't hate. You can't hate the guy.
You can't hate him. He's an awesome person. Okay, we did get a top 3 O-line question. Okay. Okay, we get to the safe. Remind me in about 2 minutes for the safeties. So top 3 O-linemen of all time. Number 1, Anthony Munoz. No way you don't. No way you throw him out of the top 3. Oh man, number 2. Dwight Stephenson's got to be up there for center. I mean, he was ridiculous. And then number 3, Larry Allen. You can't leave Larry Allen out of the equation. He would just blow through people. We actually, off camera, he and I were watching some of his gameplay. He had one of the best drives in Dallas history, and they had a touchdown. They weren't even talking about the touchdown. They're talking about the O-lineman just blowing through people. So Larry Allen has to be top 3. He's the beefiest player from that Dallas O-line.
Chase down. Troy Aikman threw an interception on the 40-yard line to one of the fastest linebackers in the league to the Chiefs. Or not the Chiefs, the Saints.
The Saints, yeah, that's who it was.
This man from the other side of the field ran down this man.
And blew through him.
350 pounds of solid muscle and meat. Running a 4.64, is that what I said? 4.64, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Larry Allen was freakishly fast. See, he knows how beefy that little man was. He was.
He still
zipping.
has the all-time record for NFL for bench press.
Yeah, what's it like 925 or something crazy like that?
I think it's 7 something.
Oh well.
720.
Whoops. Saddest Broncos moments. Well,
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl number 1, number 2, Paxton Lynch. I loved him when we drafted him. We threw him away. We threw away a first round because we're like, oh, we don't want him. We're gonna take Brock Osweiler, and then number 3, Osweiler leaving to the Texans. That killed me. So there's my top 3. Yes, there was some salt in that one sprinkled about. So I'm sorry.
I forgot the O-line. I didn't give my opinion, which
Yeah, your top 3 O-line.
may not care. But anyways, I'm going to say it anyways.
You can go ahead and jump
Number 1, Larry Allen. I got it. It's my boy. My role model. I got to do it as far as football. It's my role model. Number 2, Munoz. Can't say nothing bad. 3, Jeff Saturday.
in. Yes.
Jeff Saturday.
From Redskins and Broncos, right?
Colts.
Well, see, that's the things we delete from videos when Jeff gets the teams wrong. Well, who is the big Mark Schlereth is who I was thinking of from the Redskins.
Maybe.
He's a sportscaster now. But anyways,
Yeah. But the only game I've ever gone to was Broncos Raiders.
I want to go to a Broncos game. If Broncos play Dallas this season, I am so going. Aikman. Oh, this is a question for the Dallas fan. Is Troy Aikman overrated? I'm going to turn this one over. Is Troy Aikman overrated?
Yes.
Okay, top 3 safeties all time. Top 3 safeties all time. Oh, man. If he'd had a longer career, I would say number 1, Sean Taylor. Absolute legend. Rip to him. It's real sad what happened to him, but it is what it is. Ed Reed, hands down. Okay, let's get into my top 3. So, number 1. Ooh, who do I throw at number 1? Okay, so here's my top 3. I'm going to say number 1, we're going to go Ed Reed. Number 2, Troy Polamalu. There's so many others.
I'm putting Brian Dawkins number 3 because that was
Yeah.
the team I was going with.
Yeah, Dawkins. And he's got Broncos, so hey, there's that. Best chub. Oh, best CB. I thought he meant like best O-line, like best chubby guy.
Oh, I took that a different route.
Hey, demonetized. Oh, man, okay. Best corners. Number 1,
Deion Sanders.
Dion, yeah. Number 2,
Champ
Woodson,
Bailey.
and then I'd put Bailey at 3.
Oh.
I'd put Woodson at 2, Bailey
Oh.
at 3.
Oh. Okay. You do you, big guy.
I love Champ.
You do you, big guy. I'm still putting Champ at 2. I like Champ Bailey. He had a great career for 16 seasons.
Yeah.
Number 3, Mel Renfro.
Okay. Cliff Harris would have been another good one for
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah. Yep. I just like what Mel Renfro used to do.
Yeah, he was mean.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Night Train Lane's up there.
Yeah, Lane's got to be.
Yeah.
Willie Brown, the old Raiders player, top 5 NFL players. Ooh. Okay, well, let's make it top 3.
Are you doing currently or all time?
Yeah, current or all time, because that's a big difference here. Ken Easley was a top safety, yes. And I'm so glad he finally got in the Hall of Fame a couple years back. Blunt, because he was so good they had to change the rules. That's true. Okay. Ooh,
All
top
time.
5 NFL players all time.
Number 1, I hate saying it, but Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Number 2,
You have a contagious personality. I love seeing a natural personality much more than you're comfortable in video. That's true. This is without me trying to, throw a voice for the announcements. I know, I'll get right back into what you're saying. But he looks so mad at me right
I'm
now.
not mad.
He's like, how dare you
No.
interrupt me? But no, this is the real me. Like, this is what you don't see on camera. So if you guys want to see more live streams, there will definitely be plenty more coming. But this is the real me. Like, I love making those videos, but this is what you don't get to see. And this is kind of why I like starting to do these. So my top 3, yeah, that looks this light. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to hold an invisible plate for the rest of the interview. All right, so my top 3 thoughts on the rule change where you can do a 4th and 15 instead of a kickoff.
what?
What? Okay, you can do 4th and 15 instead of kickoff. I'm
Is
not.
that NFL?
Is that an NFL rule?
When did that come into play? I haven't. That has to be
I know
XFL.
I know they made it from the 20 to the 25. There's no way you get 4th and long instead of taking a kickoff. That would just be dumb. And if that really is a rule, okay, it's XFL. Yeah.
Oh, instead of an on. Okay.
Instead of an onside, yeah, I guess I could see that.
To be honest, I haven't seen XFL that much, so they can do whatever the heck they want.
It was in the Pro Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's XFL. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about XFL rules. I know it's a little bit different than NFL, but yeah, like I said, I love getting to commentate these things. And welcome back. Like, it's so much fun to throw your voice a little bit. Probably just blew your eardrums.
Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Number one was Brady, and then we
Yes,
got off
Tom
topic.
Brady. Hate him so much. I hate him so much. But
He's not a fan. He got
I-
excited at the Hulu ad because he thought he was gone. That's horrible to say.
I hate Tom Brady.
Bob Mannery is the
but
GOAT. Okay.
I do. Okay, interesting.
I'm honestly blanking on who that is. I feel so bad.
But you can't deny what Tom Brady's done with Belichick and where he's come from. 6th rounder, can't deny that. Number 2, Peyton Manning.
Yeah!
Number 3,
Screaming goat.
I might get some hate for this, but Jerry Rice.
Yeah, he's got to
He
be in
set.
there.
He has the all-time records for records set.
That's true.
So by a single player.
That's true.
I'm the best player of all time. You are, man.
Well, I mean, his name's Manning, so you got to give him something.
Oh,
He's a commentator.
not
Check him
Eli.
out. No, stop. Check him out on YouTube. He's funny. Commentates NFL games and stuff. Yeah, I commentate these things like crazy, guys. Who else has been here since Week of Sports History? Yes, that was so much fun. That he's one of my original viewers. So I used to do this thing where every week I do things like this week in sports history, and I would pull up like 5 things that happened that week over the course of the sports. Like, one of them was the Olympics, one was Babe Ruth's first home run. We had Mickey Mantle's 500th, all kinds of stuff. It got really old really fast because it wasn't getting a whole lot of traction. But it was still a ton of fun to do, and I'm so glad you've stuck around through that dark, dark time. Back when I was doing very little editing and a whole lot of voiceover. Oh, we have come so far, folks. All right. Huh? All right, so my top 5 players. So, number 1...
Nathan Peterman.
Yes. Number 2, Jameis Winston. Number 3, Jamarcus Russell. Who remembers the Pokemon Go videos? Yes, we have another person that was here from way back when.
What's that?
Bruh. Just bruh. All right, so yes, the Pokemon Go videos were a ton of fun. A lot of work went into editing those. The hatching eggs for the Easter event is actually at over 26,000 somehow, which is amazing to see. Whoa, go me. Okay, so my top 5 players of all time.
Top 3.
Top three. Yeah, that makes it easier. I'm trying to make them where they're not all quarterbacks. His top 3 would be quarterbacks.
We have to do Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's number 1. I'm gonna say Peyton number 2,
I'm gonna try to do all not quarterbacks.
and then Joe Montana number 3. They're all quarterbacks. Rice would be 4, and then I'd put Emmitt Smith at 5. That'd be my top 5 of all time. Because Montana was amazing. You can't leave him out of a top conversation.
Dude, if I had my truck, I'm craving Taco Bell.
Same. Not sponsored, but Taco Bell, if you want to sponsor us, at me. Which NFL commentator announcers are your favorite?
Tony Romo.
Romo, without a doubt.
Jim Nantz.
Yeah, Nance is fun.
Charles Davis.
I think Joe Buck gets more hate than he deserves.
Yeah.
Collinsworth is annoying. I'm going to be completely honest.
Now here's a
Romo,
guy.
yes, there you go. Yeah. Collinsworth is annoying. Love him to death. He's annoying. Pudge Hellenfinger. Is that a real player? Is that an actual player?
Don't look at me.
I'm so sorry if Pudge Hellenfinger's in the chat somehow. Well, I mean, you got Booger McFarland. Like, Pudge is possible for a first name. Favorite Super Bowl game? Super Bowl 50. Not 48, though. I cried a little bit.
I would say this one.
Yeah, this
Oh,
one.
I retract that statement. Rams versus Patriots, where there was only one red zone. As a football player, that warmed my heart to see that defense going. Shut up, Jeff. Yo got blown out in the Super Bowl.
When was the last
with
time
Peyton
Dallas
Manning.
went?
What quarterback did y'all have?
The GOAT.
Okay.
And he wasn't even our NFL. Our
And who else did y'all
MVP.
have?
Everybody else.
What kind of defense y'all have?
Ah,
Okay.
all right. Russell Wilson or
Aaron
Rodgers?
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, no question. Hail Marys all day.
Well, more than that.
Top 3 kick returns all time. Okay. Number 1, Devin Hester.
2, White Shoes Johnson.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And 3, I'd put Josh Cribbs.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Cribbs actually, who's on my team right now. That 91 from the playoffs promo. Pudge Hellfinger's the first pro football player. Was he really? That's interesting. I did not know that. Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers? Drew Brees. Dante
Brees.
Hall. Yes, Dante Hall's another great one for kick return. Drew Brees, but just by a little. All right, we have 15 in the chat. Look at this. Hall, the human joystick, yes. And if you guys have seen that highlight video, I think Highlights Heaven dropped that 2 or 3 years ago. It is ridiculous. He's just zipping and flipping all over the field. It's amazing to see. Yes, I was spitting bars. Haha, no. Aaron Rodgers v. Drew Brees can never get past the wild card. That's true.
Doesn't. A ring, though? Like.
Well, fair enough, yeah. True. I hope you'd say Brees. He's my favorite player. Brees is amazing.
But that is your opinion. Aaron Rodgers is a GOAT, so.
Super Bowl 55 prediction. Okay. Well,
Is it going to be. It is 55.
it is 55. Yeah.
Oh, we just kind of talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
I said, I'll repeat it again. I'm a Cowboys fan. We got Mike McCarthy. We re-signed Dak. We re-signed a lot of people this year. We're going to do it. We're going to draft a new safety. We're going to have a good defense this year. And it's going to not be the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. We're probably going to make divisional round at best. I'm going to take Chiefs again, facing the Saints. Saints are going to win it. Let Drew Brees walk on the ring.
He's the NFC, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I would say and this would be, I think, one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time. And this is just my opinion. I would like to see Tom Brady face off against Drew Brees.
Joe Burrow's going to boom, bro.
Joe Burrow's definitely boom. His high school named their stadium after him. That's saying a lot. That doesn't happen to everybody. All right. So that is, yeah, okay. If I was going to make a team in real life, would we rather have Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
I would say, now that's based on how they currently are. Currently, I would say Kyler Murray, only because he has longer in the league. Speaking of Brady, what do you think he does? Stays or leaves? There's no way that he leaves. I can't wrap my head around him leaving. That doesn't, you know what I mean? That'd be like if Breeze were to come to the Broncos. Please do, but that's not going to happen. Do you watch any other sports? A little bit of basketball, a little bit of football. Well, a lot of football. Justin Herbert to the Chargers. I don't know about that one.
I can see it.
It's possible. I don't know. That one's if Brady does leave, he's definitely going to Oakland from what I've seen. It's just unless they want to somehow, yeah, exactly. Unless they want to go to the Bengals.
No.
But they've got the number 1 pick. They're taking Burrow or Tua. There's no way they don't take one of those two. Burrow is the obvious
There was a
one
question
here.
that said favorite NBA team. Mine is the Dallas Mavericks,
You see, he's
but I
Dallas
am
on
a
Dallas.
fan of the Bucks and Lakers as well.
Mine, I don't watch basketball a whole lot, which probably isn't going to help too much. I'll get to what the Broncos need in a second. My favorite team, because like I said, I don't watch them a whole lot. I'm a big fan of the Rockets. I'm a big fan of Dallas just because those are the two Texas teams. That's the same reason that the only real baseball team is the Texas Rangers. Once again, they're Dallas. They're the hometown team per se. Hey, let's go. You're a Lakers fan. Lakers have some of the best players of all time. Just they have a tendency to get really good players. Tom is going to the Titans.
Ryan Tannehill did really good.
Yeah, Tannehill, wasn't he like comeback player of the year if I remember right?
NFC.
NFL comeback player of the year for
Yeah.
the honors, wasn't he?
And then he was an all-star.
Rip Kobe, yeah, man. That was a rough one to see. Dirk is the GOAT. Dirk was really good. I don't know about the greatest of all time, period, but he's definitely up there. He's Hall of Fame. What do I think the Broncos need?
Everything.
Please give us a chance. What do I think the Broncos need? Well, yeah, we do kind of need everything. We got a tight end with Noah Fant. I think he's going to do some really good stuff. Brady's got to go back to the Patriots. Yeah, I agree. Drew Lock is really good. He definitely is. Quarterback and tight end, I think we're set on. We've got good receivers. We need to pick up Ruggs in the draft.
You got a good D line.
We got a pretty good D line.
You need linebackers.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We need a middle linebacker. Thoughts on Jake Butt? I prefer Noah Fant to be our main tight end.
I think Jake Butt could have a start in the NFL somewhere if it wasn't for the Broncos. Broncos just have a knack to not play him.
Yeah.
But he's really good.
He does.
He's not Butt. All right, so that's the end of the chat.
All right, we're done. Bye, click. How's college? College is amazing, and this guy's helped keep me from just going absolutely nutty time to time. It's true. At the QB position is changing to mobile dual threat. Phil Lindsay's one heck of a running back. Thank you, guys. Very underrated. Yes, he's amazing. How do you guys rank Preston and Zadarius Smith? 1 to 10, I'd say about a 7. They're really good. They're not the best linebackers in the league.
I'd say about a 6.
6 or 7, yeah. Okay. You're going to crown Manning dies? Well, yeah, of course, man.
What?
That's like, yes.
I cried when Kobe died.
Yeah,
Like-
I was close. It's like it was a rough time, man. And so yeah, it's gonna be pretty depressing when that happens. I'll take it. Yeah, Smith Bros. I'm kind of wondering if that's referring to those guys. I'll be the first one to take his forehead. Oh, you did him dirty. You can't be doing my man like that. All cried or got too close to Kobe. That's true. Yeah. Said, oh my. Well, yeah, that's kind of where we're thinking here. Rate the Broncos offense.
Out of 1 through 32, I would say probably a 28. As of last year.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
No, we're
I'm
pretty
sorry.
rough. Dallas is going to be good in the regular season. They get blown out in the playoffs. I'll probably be
Like I said, probably divisional round most.
probably first round next year, yeah. Will OBJ stay in Cleveland? I want him to stay in Cleveland. Jarvis and Odell played together all the time. Best linebacker duo in your guys' opinion? Are you talking current or ever? Because there's a big difference there. Broncos best linebacker in the league with Vaughn, yes. If they're saying that middle linebackers don't count, 'cause you got Bobby Wagner, but I'm calling him
say.
OBJ to Seattle.
Oh my God.
That
What was it with Metcalf and Lane?
That would no. I don't know. No, bring him to Denver. We need someone to throw to.
Best tight end or wide receiver. Again, like all time or current.
Yeah. Okay, we need to know all-time or current. Who's my favorite Bronco? His is Sutton. He played through concussion. Okay, my favorite current one, I got to go with Vaughn. I know it's a bandwagon call, but I got to go with Vaughn. Vaughn and Bradley Chubb. Those guys are really good. Okay, all-time. Scheme, I am Smash Mouth. Which is kind of ironic that I'm running with Dickerson and Chris Godwin when they're both West Coast. Okay. Best linebacker combo all time.
I would say
Ooh.
Suggs and Ray Lewis.
Yes.
Or Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. Those are both
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
what about okay, now this doesn't really count as a combo because they're not like left and right. But I was thinking Lance Briggs and Brian Urlacher. When they were both
Yeah.
those were like really good.
I don't know. I have a soft spot for Ray Lewis and Terrell.
Terrell Suggs had one of those two had a most feared card pretty much every year. I just missed somebody's chat. I'm sorry. You can just Command C or Command V or whatever, copy and paste it. We'll get to it in a second. But yeah, Lance Briggs and Urlacher was another really good one, and they weren't really like left and right.
Which
Best
best
free
free
agents.
agents is the best one out there?
Tom Brady, honestly, is the best free agent on the market.
I'm not sure if he's a free agent right now. He's still kind of under New England rule. I'd say Philip Rivers, as far as like anybody can just go get him right now, because no one can really touch Tom Brady.
He's like, yeah,
for a
Lewis would
little
be
bit.
banned in today's football. I don't know about that. I mean, he had some rough hits, but have you guys seen the way John Lynch played safety? He would get thrown out of the league. Like, that was ridiculous. Can't believe Jimmy Graham catches everything for Seattle, but he drops everything for us. I hope we get rid of him. Yeah.
More like he caught everything for New Orleans.
Yeah. He was really good for just all around. He was amazing for the Packers. Oh, he was amazing for the Packers. Jimmy Graham's washed up. Unfortunately, I kind of agree. Yeah, a little bit. But that's kind of what happens.
That's another one. He may or may not be a Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I still think Jordy Nelson has a shot. Based on the way he played and stuff. As a Saints fan, I miss him, but now we have Jared Cook. Jared Cook's really good.
Yes.
Curtis Lofton and Sean Witherspoon.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's not one I thought about, but yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Who was the other one with Doomerville? I don't think we had Vaughn. We had Doomerville, did we? Doomerville was at that left side
Vaughn
with
came in
12.
2012.
He was the second overall in 12.
He might have. I don't remember.
Doomerville was really good. I remember playing with him for his Team of the Year card in 14. Best QB wide receiver combo. Current. Let's say current for that one. I think is what he's going for. Ooh. Best current QB wide receiver combo.
I'd say either Drew Brees and Michael Thomas or Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins.
I was thinking Drew Brees and Thomas, yeah. Hill Mahomes is another really good one, yes. Will Byron Jones stay with the Cowboys or become a free agent? This is a good one for you.
If the money's right, he'll stay for us. He's a pretty reasonable guy, so I hope we get him back. He's been improving every year. He's an outstanding corner. Doesn't get a lot of picks, but nothing gets by him, really. I really hope he stays with us, but if he decides to leave, I mean, wish the best for him. And that just means we're going to suck next year.
Yeah. All right, good night, Rumble. Rate the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, let's do it in a second. We had one best tight end quarterback combo all time. Mine is, I would have to say, actually, no.
Oh.
John Elway and Shannon Sharp were my best QB wide receiver or QB tight end combo.
I'll have to go Brady and Gronk.
Yeah, that's another really good one. Will Madden Mobile 21 be good? I certainly hope so. This is one of, I think Madden Mobile 20, the one we're currently playing, is the best season we have had since it first came out. Tobin Gronkenstein, yeah. That's another one. I agree with you on that one. Or Gronkingen, what? Brady and Aaron Hernandez, stop. They were good, but nah, not Gronk level good. Honestly, Romo and Witten, like, if we're being honest, was really good. Madden 16 was fun, yes. Is your friend a fan of Madden Mobile? I don't know. Do you play Madden Mobile?
I don't play Madden Mobile, but I do play the crap out of Madden. That's kind of what I was telling y'all earlier. For those of y'all who weren't here for that, I'm going to be starting up a YouTube channel soon. He's going to probably stream with me here and there and help me out a lot. So I'll let y'all know if y'all are interested in that. And I'm going to be trying to stream Madden 20 on the Xbox console and probably put him in there too. We kind of talked about doing like a dual thing where I help him, he helps me. Just see how it goes.
Ooh, is Witten going to go to New York? Somebody legitimately asked that.
No.
There's no way.
No, there's no way.
Okay, what was the result of the 2K game? I got blown out 43-20. Yeah, he's a little bit better.
He had the dream team, and your boy came with the Denver Nuggets and smacked them buns.
My cheeks were clapped.
Okay, demonetized.
Yeah. LMAO, yeah, he's laughing at me. Witten is retiring probably in the next couple of years, yeah.
Well, he has one more year. I would give him after this year.
Yeah.
He needs to. I mean, really, he just came in just to get some money for his head and stuff. So.
Top 3 wide receiver duos all time.
Reggie Wayne and
Marvin Harrison?
yeah, has to be up there.
Honestly, the year we won the Super Bowl, I would say Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders was up
Yes,
there.
that was a good one.
They were ridiculous downfield threats.
Andre Johnson and DeAndre Hopkins was a good one.
Yeah.
For a couple years
Yeah.
before Andre Johnson left.
You had Calvin Johnson and early Marvin Jones.
That was good. That was really good. Yes.
Marcin Carter, Marcin Carter.
Yeah, you can't forget that.
Yeah. I was trying to think of-
who was with Jerry Rice?
that's what I'm trying to think of.
Hey, do y'all know who was with Jerry Rice?
Who was on the far side when Rice was running? Or when
Running.
Rice was running,
Running routes.
running routes. That's what I meant to say, running routes. I hope 49ers re-sign Sanders. Roger Craig,
Yes,
that's right, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
I'm kind of surprised Craig's not in the Hall of Fame, honestly. I've got one of his autographs at home. And
You know,
he totally
honestly,
should be. What?
and y'all are going to hate me for this,
That's
but
always
when
what you want to hear.
Dez Bryant and Miles Austin, when Tony Romo was, like, prime,
Dez was amazing, yes.
and that was when Miles Austin was okay. But I just got a soft spot, but I wouldn't say, like, top ones or anything. But that was a nice duo. That was a
Yeah.
nice duo.
Thoughts on Cam Newton not going for the fumble? Well, it was a mistake that I was okay with as a Broncos fan.
See this?
I wasn't, as someone, like, as a football fan, I wasn't a fan of it. Thoughts of Cam Newton crying like a baby? Well,
I mean, you lost the Super Bowl.
yeah. Tom Brady.
I would too.
Tom Brady to the Titans. No way. Welker and Edelman. That was an interesting one for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it that Rodgers had early? Rodgers had those two that were like the super deep threats when he was early in his career. Aaron
Jordy
Rodgers.
Nelson.
Yeah, who was with Nelson? Who was on that left side? Because he had Nelson running the far side.
God, who was the guy that wore the hoodie?
Yeah. Who played with Welker? Do you got Donald Driver? Was Driver playing that late?
Cobb and Nelson, but
Yes, Cobb and
who was the
Nelson.
receiver that wore the hoodie too? He always wore a hoodie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
James Jones. That's him.
James
James Jones. They had
Jones.
3 of them, bro.
Yeah,
And then they drafted Devontae
yeah.
right before they all kind of split up.
And they had the tight end. They had Jimmy Graham thereabouts too. A little bit after that.
That was after.
A little bit after that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who they had. God, I don't remember their tight end.
Top corner duo of all time. Ooh, this one's where you got to really think, because you only think of corners as one. You don't.
Terrence Newman and Xavier Rhodes.
Okay.
I would say that's up there.
I would say Chris Harris Jr. and
Akeem Talib.
Talib. Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
That would be my number one personally. Your questions are on point. Yes. I want to say the guy that was with Champ, but I can't think of who that was. So, I mean, Champ was obviously the better out of the two. Why duos? LOL, that's pretty hard. No, it definitely is, because you got to think not who's the best. Who's the best with somebody else? That's making us think a little bit more. But yeah, I would say Talib and Harris. Mike Ditka.
Mike Ditka.
Ditka was really good, yeah.
He was a Bears fan.
Yeah. All right, you guys got any more questions? Let's keep them coming. We just hit the 1 hour mark, by the way.
My phone's dead.
Your phone died. I am sorry.
What percentage yours on?
I can't check it without closing the stream. So we're just gonna go until it dies, guys. Who's the best coach? Oh, Gilmore
Currently-
McCourtney. That's a good one. Who's the best coach?
Current or all time? Not that it matters because it's probably the same. Well, no.
Current, I would say you got to put Andy Reid in there.
I'd say Bill Belichick.
Well, Belichick, yes, number one.
All time, either Lombardi or Tom Brady. Tom Landry. Whoa, Tom Landry. Whoa, I meant Landry, not Tom Brady. Screw Tom Brady.
See what I deal with? Tom Brady for the coach. Will McCarthy make the Cowboys good?
I guess this is my question.
Yeah, because I have no skin in the game on this one.
It's not Jason.
Speaking
But,
of which, how do you feel about the Garrett Gayson? I'm sorry, Garrett. Well, that's a little more accurate.
Hey, thank you for leaving.
Jason Brooks.
I don't like Jason Garrett.
Okay.
But as far as Mike McCarthy, I said this earlier, might not have been here, but he compares Dak Prescott, the way his play style is, to Aaron Rodgers. He likes that. He likes Dak Prescott's enthusiasm. He likes the way the team's built. Brought in a lot of new pieces as far as coaching. Has a Super Bowl under him. Has a lot of experience as a head coach. One of the most experienced head coaches coaching right now. Has a great win to loss deficit. Ratio. It might take a year just because it's a transitional year. But yeah, best defensive end currently, Khalil Mack. Either Khalil Mack or Joey Bosa. I have to give him one of the two.
Okay, best current D end. For me, I would say DeMarcus Lawrence has to be up there somewhere.
Myles Garrett, I don't know. He likes to beat people's heads in.
Yeah, it's too big of a worry.
How do you feel about Super Bowl 52?
Super Bowl 12. I don't remember Super Bowl 12. J.J. Watt, currently he's kind of on a downward trend.
Nah, he's just injured.
Yeah, he's injured a lot. Best center.
Currently, Jason Kelsey or Travis Frederick.
Yeah. Top 3 greatest mobile QBs of all time. Okay.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar number 1, Vic number 2,
The back.
Wilson number 3. Wilson's relatively
Well,
mobile.
actually, I'm gonna change mine up. Number 1, probably Russell Wilson. Number 2, not Joe Montana. Steve. You know what I'm talking about? Steve. He came in right after Montana.
Oh, Steve Young.
Yeah, Steve Young, and then probably Michael Vick.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1, I'm gonna say Lamar Jackson. Number 2,
Wait, JJ got married?
hey, look at him go.
Congrats to him.
Steve Young, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know about that one, folks.
He got, bro. Have you seen his play?
I don't know how mobile he was.
He was pretty mobile.
Okay, well then, hey,
he was left-handed.
if Vic, Lamar, Steve Young's what this guy's thinking. Do you think Baker will ever get mature? I don't know about that one.
I don't know. He might lose a job soon.
Super Bowl 12 was Dallas dominating Denver. Well, see, one of us was proud of that game. Oh man, that was
Y'all had John Elway at the time, didn't y'all?
probably
Or
that would have been
no, that
38
was
years
before
ago.
that. Yeah, that was before.
Well, we won in 86 and 87, so yeah, that would have been about the same time. Probably his earlier years.
Brett Kern.
Rick Kern, I don't know much about him, in all honesty. All right, keep the questions going, guys. Baker is Johnny Manziel, yeah, unfortunately.
I think he's Johnny Manziel, but a little bit better.
Yeah. Honestly, if Redskins draft Chase Young in the draft, they'll be a scary team.
Defensively,
Top 5 starting QB transitions. Okay, number 1 is Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. That, in my opinion, is the best change of all time.
I had to say Joe Montana to Steve Young. I mean, that was a great one, in my opinion.
I'd put that at a close, too. Those are the top 2.
Oh, Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah.
pretty good one. Joe Flacco to Lamar.
Honestly.
Honestly, that one wasn't that bad. Top 5 underrated current players. Number 1, Philip Lindsay. He gets a lot of hate, but he's really good.
Dak Prescott.
Bledsoe to Brady. Well, one of those was really good. Bledsoe knew how to throw.
Did he? He got overtaken by Romo.
Well,
An
Bledsoe
undrafted Romo at that.
Well, yeah. And you think Marshawn Lynch plays?
No.
I think he's done.
Kenny Stills was good. Yeah.
Stills was really a good player.
Devontae Parker. He had a career year this year as far as season stats.
Smith to Mahomes.
far.
Yeah, that was another really good one.
Yeah.
Bledsoe lives 1 mile from me. Well, that's kind of cool. Maybe don't tell him that I wasn't a huge fan.
You can tell him I said that. I don't care.
By the way, no, okay. So, yeah, okay, see. Will the Cardinals keep David Johnson? The GM said cutting him's not an option. If the GM said he can't cut him, then he can't cut him.
I think later on, if he's not proving what he's worth, I mean, yeah.
He's
They got
yeah.
Kenyon Drake, so
I think Mahomes will end up with more rings than Brady. That's definitely possible. That's definitely. And
Long
yes,
shot.
yeah. I mean, if you look at the way he's playing,
Josh Jacobs didn't. He was in the running for best
For-
rookie of the
for
yeah.
Rookie of the Year,
He
yeah.
was runner up to Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I think
Is it
so.
midnight?
Is it that late already? Oh, I guess it is.
You want to come to the room?
Yeah, we're gonna keep this going though.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, said yeah, Drake had a breakout season. That's true. We're gonna keep this going for a little while y'all outside. Well, that's the student center where we were playing 2K when I got blown out, and you see, I lost, so I got kicked to the curb, sort of. All right, keep the questions coming. We are walking, so it's gonna be a little blurry. Luckily, you're on the first floor, so they don't have to see me wheezing going upstairs. You said go to the room. I'm like, please, not mine. Okay, best undrafted players of all time. Number 1, Tony Romo.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
No.
Well, maybe not number 1. Wait, who was the really good
Antonio
receiver?
Gates.
He was undrafted?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I'm being dead
Oh
serious.
my God! Wow. Okay. Kurt Warner. Was Kurt Warner undrafted?
Yes.
Well, damn. I mean, well, darn. They've slept on some really good players.
Yeah.
Wow. I had no idea. Top 3 teams all time. Okay, I'm biased. Number 1, 2015 Broncos.
Oh, we're going by years.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to best plays in a second. So, number 1, 2015, the Super Bowl 50 Broncos. Number 2, I would say the Dallas Triplets team. That was ridiculous. And then number 3 would have to be the either the Steel Curtain or the undefeated Dolphins.
Number one, I'm putting undefeated Dolphins. I mean,
They're undefeated. Like
only
they
teams
have
to
to
ever
be.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm going Legion of Boom era. Number 3, I would have to go Triplets.
Oh, 2013 Seahawks over the Broncos. Yeah, I'm kind of biased though. That was Peyton's final year, and he was actually decent.
Yeah.
All right, how about the Bills? Well,
Wait, what do you mean?
you don't mean like currently. Undefeated, won the Super Bowl though. Well, no, that's true. I didn't think they won the Super Bowl that year.
Who?
The Bills, or not the Bills, the
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
It's the only team to go a whole undefeated season. Patriots almost did it, but they lost to the 9-7 Giants. Off the
Okay, then yeah,
Mama
the
Cat.
Dolphins are number one. I didn't realize they won the Super Bowl that year.
Yep.
How about the 2017 Browns?
Next question.
Pass. Which losing season was that? Oh. Said, oh dang, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, next question. Oh, top 3 plays of all time. Okay,
Okay, number one has to be the miraculous catch.
which one? The Odell's?
No, the one the.
Oh, the one with Franco Harris for the
Yeah.
Steelers. Yeah. The
Number 2, Odell's catch was insane.
and then number 3, I would say the Minneapolis Miracle.
Oh my God, I watched
That was
live.
ridiculous. I was watching that game
I
just
watched that-
screaming.
Dude, I got to watch that in person.
Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler had a really good play too. He's the reason they won that Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
They should have ran. And if you're a Seahawks fan, I'm sorry. You should have ran, whatever. I'm not an English major right now. It's okay. I actually am. I totally am. Okay, the Giants. Okay, Jeff, I might have to stream snipe you. What? That sounds threatening. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Top 3 best triplets of all time. Well, number 1 is the Dallas triplets.
I think Brady, Gronk, and Edelman are up there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another good one. I would say Peyton, C.J. Anderson, and Demaryius Thomas have to be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Romo, Austin, and DeMarco.
You mean Des Bryant?
Well, yeah.
Des Bryant, DeMarco, and Tony.
Yeah, that was another really good one.
With Jason Witten thrown in there.
Yeah. So, like, the best 3 plus 1.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got, guys? The stream went dead for a second. If you have any questions, you guys have a favorite college football team? Well, obviously,
East Texas bet no. Texas Longhorns all the way.
y'all sleeping on the 2008 Lions. They were the OG 0-16 team. Yikes. Well, we were saying the best. They were the best at watching the playoffs from the stand. That's all I got to say on that one.
Watching every game from the stands.
True. Even their own. They were like, hey, let's pick somebody out of the crowd. Ohio State Buckeyes. That's another really good team. Y'all have a ton of good players. Who do y'all think? Okay, who do you guys think you draft first? Okay, so Broncos.
For both of our respective teams.
Yeah.
or
So
who-
I'm gonna.
okay.
Yeah, I'm saying we take Henry Ruggs from Alabama. Who are you saying?
I forget his name, but the safety from LSU. He was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna drop that far, but if he does, then yeah,
It depends, but we definitely need a safety.
that's true.
I don't know. For us, it's kind of weird because it depends on who everyone picks, and we're like middle of the draft.
Top 3 NFL coaches all time:
Top-
Bill Belichick, Tom Landry, and Lombardi,
Yeah,
in no particular order.
yeah.
Favorite Super Bowl halftime shows? Well, honestly, Michael Jackson had an amazing one. Prince had an amazing one.
Katy Perry was pretty good.
Katy Perry's was literally coming in on a comet. Yeah, you got to give her some credit there. Favorite current college football players? I got to go with the kid from LSU. I mean, he's ridiculously good. And he's from just down the road from where our college is, so they get bonus points. We'll be back in a normal setting in a second. We're kind of walking between. I might need to plug this in. I don't know how much battery I have left. Not a football question, but do you think the moon landing was fake? Wow. Well, that escalated quickly. Favorite NFL. Okay, so here we go. This is an interesting one. My favorite Broncos player, your favorite Dallas player. Yeah, of all time. What's your thoughts?
David Smith or Jason Witten?
Yeah, come in.
Either Emmitt Smith or Jason Witten for sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm just sit up here then. Oh, all right. So he'll be back in a second. You guys got any other questions? But my favorite Bronco of all time, Champ Bailey or Terrell Owens. I think the comeback with the Bills versus Oilers is up there. Yeah, that was a really impressive one too. That was an absolutely amazing game. Best Madden mobile player, Lamar. This year, Lamar Jackson. All-time, DeMarco Murray. 44%, we still better. My favorite food, I love sushi, and I'm a big fan of tamales. It's from opposite sides of the globe, but hey, they're good. Favorite play in Super Bowl? Best comeback's 28-3. Yes, without a doubt, best comeback of the Super Bowl. My favorite Super Bowl play, oh man, that had to be Mahomes' comeback. He had some long passes that were amazing in that. Big fan of seeing that. Do I like chocolate milk? Brad, I do not. And you know why. Do I like chocolate milk? Actually, no.
It's his favorite drink.
Oh, of course. When do you plan to make another video? Actually, Calvin Johnson gameplay is going to be coming out sometime tomorrow, hopefully. So turn the notifications on for that. All right. What other questions you guys got? We have 13 in the chat right now. Actually, one of the higher numbers we've had. And everybody's just staring at me, staring at them. Hello there. All right. Favorite presidents? See, and this is where it gets political again.
We're not going to answer that.
Yeah, let's not get political, guys. Because that'll never end well. He's like, ooh, y'all look fine. Will the Chiefs make the Super Bowl next year? I would say yes. I would say yes. I think they've got a shot at it 2 in a row. Top 3 running back duos ever. Ooh. Okay, you got to go. I would say the best one. Why did I lean against that? That was weird. Cheesecake. Don't ask. Do I have a Valentine's on Friday? No. I am single as a Pringle. Which is
Me too.
Yeah, he's kind of sad. Mr. Cake over there, he's kind of sad. Top moments from my respected teams. Well, the helicopter, the Denver helicopter. Let's rephrase that. It's got to be one of the best teams. One of the best plays from my team. My favorite Broncos play ever is definitely when C.J. Anderson got that overtime run to beat the Patriots. Denver is Super Bowl 48 safety. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one. Fix this mess up a little bit. The XFL should take their top team after the season plays with the NFL's worst team. Yes. Is Drew Lock the future? I certainly hope so. Yep, fast score in Super Bowl history. Unfortunately, we set an NFL record for fastest score for the other team. That was a rough one to watch. Very, very rough one to watch. Any favorite bands? I like Paramore, Panic at the Disco, the old emo bands. Worst NFL owners. Let's let the Dallas fan answer this one. Worst NFL owner of all time. The look on your face.
John Elway.
Yeah, probably. In Elway we trust? No, not exactly. We've had some rough owners. I think that Jerry Jones could use some help. He definitely had better years. The owner of the Redskins is easily the worst. He's pretty rough. Schneider, yeah. Schneider's not too good. Browns have just been making bad decisions all around. Yeah, Bengals, yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty rough go around for the Redskins for sure. This is really awkward. Have the camera right there. Would Tua be a Bengal? No, I don't think so. I think the LSU quarterback Joe Burrow is going to be the for the Bengals. Rumors on Seattle being sold to Bezos. It would be interesting.
Wow. Interesting.
That'd be interesting. I haven't heard anything about that, but if that's true, then that would make him even richer. Favorite movie? I like Ghostbusters. 80s.
White chicks.
If we're talking favorite sports movies, I mean, you've got The Longest Yard. You know, Remember the Titans is easily my favorite sports movie. Yeah, let's bring this over. Woo, that's a little higher bed than I'm used to. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna try and set this up somehow that I don't have to just hold it like crazy. I'm gonna bust my screen doing that.
Yeah.
we'll just do this. We'll just do this. This is
Just watch.
here. That would work. Well, we thought it would work. Oh no, that's not a good angle. Yeah. Here, we're gonna readjust the camera a little bit. Oh, had a mild stroke right then. All right, there we go. That's good enough. Top 3 QB coaching duo all time. Ooh, I'd have to say Belichick Brady number 1, Peyton Breeze number 2, and Wilson and Carroll's probably got to be up there. Yeah, Wilson and Carroll. There you go. Wilson and Carroll's got to be up there.
What about
somewhere.
Dungy and Manning?
Yeah, that's another really good one. Heard Kurt Warner wants to make a movie about his career. Will it be a boom or bust if it was to come? I think it'd do pretty good. He's a bit of a rags to riches. He was undrafted, like somebody mentioned earlier, and he's went up from there. So I would watch it. Real question: would a lightsaber cut through Captain America's shield? You're the Star Wars goat here. Would it?
Yeah, because Thanos' sword cut through his shield.
There you go. There's your answer. Thoughts on Teddy Bridgewater? I don't like him. I mean, his most famous play is getting knocked out, so that should say a lot. One of. Imagine having Lynch in the backfield and not running. Yeah, that wasn't a smart move. Have you heard of Taysom Hill? Taysom Hill's amazing. Taysom
Bro,
Hill,
he's going to be the next quarterback after Drew Brees for sure.
yeah. Like I said, Taysom Hill can do just about everything. So he will, without a doubt, end up taking over for Breeze. Top 3 best defenses of all time.
This year's Patriots.
Yeah, they're up there. Legion of Boom's got to be up there. But the top 3 all time. Honestly, once again, 2015 Broncos have to be up there. The 2000 Ravens were really good. Oh my God, they were amazing. The Buccaneers, well, that was good. the Buccaneers, when the 85 Bears were insane. You got the Steel Curtain, when they had all those old superstar Steelers players. They were really good.
Can't forget about the Legion of Boom.
Legion of Boom, yeah. There's a lot of really good ones in there. We have 16 people watching. That's insane.
That's pretty good.
That's like a lot of people. People like just talking. It's kind of cool to see. I'm going to slide over a little bit. I'm in the edge of the frame. 2015 Broncos, yes. Could you see the Bills? Okay, I missed that one. Bucks has John Lynch as their GM at the time. That's true. Manti Te'os, GF. Monsters of the Midway. Those were another really good set. 2015 Broncos are overrated. I don't think so.
Didn't they win the Super Bowl?
They won the Super Bowl largely on that defense. The 49ers are going to be a defensive team for years to come.
Who?
49ers?
Yes. Well, I don't know. They got Debo Samuel. He was on the rookie.
They got Kittle too, so they still have offensive weapons. Hey, we have 17. We might actually hit 20 in the chat. That'd be kind of cool. You hit that 2-0, same age as me. Hey, I'm getting old. I feel old at 20. I do. 73 Dolphins. I don't know a lot about that one, honestly. Okay, top draft classes of all times. He wants top 10.
2012.
2012, yes. Cam Newton and Von Miller. Not sure who else was in that one. But
I'll
at
read it off
least
to you.
the 89 class was another
Y'all
good
hold
one.
on the 2012 draft classes.
We're at
'cause
18.
might be all
Let's
right.
see if we can hit 20. I'm actually going to take my jacket off. I'm getting a little warm. I don't honestly know who else was in that other than those two, because those were 1 and 2. It's the only two I really kept up with. Ooh, that chat's going crazy. As soon as I walk away, that chat goes nuts. Have I heard or seen the Super Bowl Shuffle? No, I haven't. And if the next question is, will I do it? No. 2005, 12, and 14. Do you think Cam Newton would have played differently today if he'd won that Super Bowl? I think he was kind of on a downward trend in general. Top 3 kickers. His top kicker is Kareem Hunt. What? Okay, top 3 kickers. Number 1, Adam Vinatieri. Number 2, Morstead. Number 3, Tucker. Those would be my top 3 kickers. Jay Feely. Okay, there's another option. Who else was in the 2012 draft?
All right, 2012 draft. Andrew Luck, RG3.
Ooh,
We're not going to talk about Trent Richardson. Matt Khalil, Justin Blackman, Morris Claiborne, Mark Barron, Ryan Tannehill, Luke Kuechly, Stephen Gilmore, Dontari Poe, Fletcher Cox, Michael Floyd, Michael Brockers, Bruce Irvin, Quentin Copples, Dre Kirkpatrick, Melvin Ingram, Shea McClellan, Kendall Wright, Chandler Jones, Brandon Whedon,
well,
Riley Reef, David DeCastro,
Oh,
Dante Hightower, Whitney Merciless,
they had a lot of good ones back then.
Kevin Zettler, Nick Perry, Harrison Smith. Wow. AJ Jenkins, Doug Martin, David Wilson, Brian Quick, Kobe Fleener, Courtney Upshaw, Derek Wolf,
Hey.
Michael Schwartz, Andre Branch, Janoris Jenkins,
Yeah, there's another really good one.
Cordy Glenn, Jonathan Martin, Stephen Hill, Jeff Allen, Alshon Jeffrey was in there, second round. Wow. Bobby Wagner was a second rounder that year.
That's kind of surprising.
You got Zach Brown, Devon Still,
here you
Mike Adams,
Say
Brock Osweiler, and Vinny Curry.
Do you think Kamara's on a downward path?
Nah, he just had an off year. But we'll see.
Well, Chandler Jones won Defensive Player of the Year this season. I don't think so. I mean, between Vaughn, Khalil, you've got Aaron Donald, the Bosa's. I don't see him doing that. Top 3 current linebackers. Okay, number
Bobby
1,
Wagner.
Bobby Wagner. Number 2, Khalil Mack. Number 3, Vaughn.
Well,
I mean, Khalil, he bounces between the two.
no, I was talking about Luke. He's technically not in the league anymore.
I didn't say him.
But you said.
Bobby Wagner. Did I say Luke Kuechly?
I think so.
He ain't. Well, let's take him out of that one then. Hey, we hit 10 likes. Look at that. Look at us go. 14 people. Somebody joined. Welcome. All right. Any other questions for us, guys? Will Antonio Brown be back in the NFL? Probably. Best brother combo.
On the same team,
He said it doesn't have to be the same team, just in
Boza.
Bosa's, yeah. What about Watts? I don't know if they were brothers. I think they're like
There's
cousins.
3 of them. There's 3 Watts, yeah. That's a
TJ
good one.
Watt, JJ Watt.
And Derek Watt. He's a fullback for the Chargers.
Okay, so yeah, that's another good family ties there. Somebody asked your thoughts on
Bennett, the Bennett brothers.
yeah, Martellus and Michael, yeah. Hey, 14 likes. We just went up 4. So 14 people, 14 likes. That's a good ratio. John, thoughts on John Gruden? I mean, he's a really good coach historically. Honestly, probably one of the best all time. 15 full of us. Thoughts on me having... No. Sometimes people put stuff in there just to mess
Hey, it's
with you.
always nice to have a little Corona here and there.
Will my Texans miss the playoffs? Probably. Maybe not miss the entire playoffs, but they won't get very far in them. Will Kyle Shanahan ever win the Super Bowl? At some point, I would say so. He's a really good coach. Just kind of has a rough go about things. Will they win with Bill O'Brien? I'm not a big fan of O'Brien personally.
I'm not either.
I heard the Bears would trade Khalil Mack to the Redskins for a second-round pick.
Okay.
Thoughts on Colin kneeling? That's another political thing I don't really want to get into. Cam Newton to the Bears. Well, it can't be worse than Trubisky. That's my thoughts on that one. What do you think?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Cam to the Bears? Cam Newton to the Bears?
Is that official or just thoughts on it?
Questions. It's highly likely from what I've read and from what they
Honestly,
say.
anything's better than Trubisky.
Best tight end, current or all time? All time Gonzalez, current Jason Witten. What are your thoughts? Current and all time best tight end.
All time, I'll go Rob Gronkowski. Current, I'll take that back. Not Aaron Hernandez. Falcons and Chiefs tight end.
Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah, Tony Gonzalez, and then current George Kittle.
Okay. Yeah.
Gardner Minshew for sure.
Minshew out of those two. Minshew Mania is ridiculous.
The stash.
Yes, he has a magic stash. That didn't come out right. Any other questions about anything? Thoughts on? We're not going to answer that one. Let's see. What coach? Okay, so if the Texans get rid of O'Brien, what coach could win them a game or a Super Bowl?
Whoever's available. I don't know.
Jason Garrett.
Calm down. Calm
See,
down.
Yeah, we're both kind of like, yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know. They've got
Just depends on who's free at the time.
yeah, that's true. Jim Harbaugh, good coach. I'd say yes. Brady to the Cowboys rumors. I don't see it. He doesn't want it, so probably won't happen. I could see him going to Oakland. He's just like, no. Just no. Do you guys know what Whataburger is? We're from East Texas. We know exactly what Whataburger is.
It's originated here, bro.
Yeah, like this is the home world for Whataburger. We're well aware of it.
We got two in this town.
He's like, we live in Texas, of course we are. That's one of the guys that I hang out with on the weekends. Bam. So yeah, go Instinct. Jason Garrett is the GOAT. We're in Texas.
Yeah, I'm gonna get food.
From Whataburger.
I wish if I had a truck.
Tacos or burgers? I'm a burger person.
Tacos.
It depends on where they're from.
Tacos.
If they're from Taco Bell,
Tacos.
yes. Okay, hold up. Someone said for real he's from Dallas. Okay, cool. So hey, you got a Dallas fan in here. Hey, can you give me some food, bro? No, I'm sorry, man, I can't. Favorite fast food place? Well, we're always at Taco Bell, so that's got to be up there. I'm a huge fan of Burger King, even though not all of us enjoy Burger King. Taco Cabana is definitely better than Taco Bell, yes. Do you know Josh and Sean? I don't. So now you live in Dallas. Oh, you're born in Boston. Okay, but you're in Dallas. There you go. My bad. I got those backwards then. Favorite ice cream? I don't really eat ice cream a whole lot. Chocolate's always a good option. What will happen with Josh Rosen and his career? I don't know on that one. Thoughts on Josh Rosen and his career? And he leaves again. And I think he's like, I'm out. No, I don't. It's not as good. So were you raised in Denver, or why do you like the Broncos? I was born and raised in East Texas. I was a fan of Peyton Manning before I started watching football because I knew him, not personally, but in general. And then I became a fan of him and then became a fan of the Broncos when he joined Denver. He joined Denver about the time I started getting into football. So then I became a fan of the Broncos. Good question, by the way. A lot of people ask that. Yeah, you're good. Best brothers were the Mannings. Yes, definitely. And then you had Archie as their dad too. Send me a gift. I'll send you one next time I hit a Pokestop. Bam. I haven't been able to hit a Pokestop recently, but I'll try and send one when I can. Will the Bengals waste Joe Burrow's talent? I really hope not. I really hope not. But it's definitely possible. It's one of those things where you kind of just got to wait and see what happens. He's got a lot of talent. You got a league in Madden Mobile. I don't. I'm actually in a top 100 links. Thoughts on Archie Manning? He was amazing, and I personally think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Alex Smith can have a great year next year on the Skins. It's possible. Who will win, AB or Logan Paul? I'm not really sure. I'm not a big fan of seeing fights like that. It's just not really what I'm into. Foot bad for Archie Manning got destroyed as Saints. Yeah, it's kind of true. Peace out. Keep it up. Happy birthday. Go Broncos. Thanks, Brad. I will see you. See you later on, maybe in a couple of weekends or in a stream. We'll see what happens. Also, while you're here, if you're new, please go ahead and subscribe so we can keep building those numbers. If you can have one player from the past on your team in their prime, in their prime, who would it be? Bo Jackson, yes. Bo Jackson is a really good option there. Another one, Saints versus Colts during that Super Bowl. Thoughts? I don't really remember a whole lot about that one. Yeah, Archie Manning, son of Cooper Manning. Oh, the other Archie. I don't know a whole lot about him, honestly. If he's grown up around all the Mannings, he's got to be pretty good. Oh, pick six to end. Was that the Tracy Porter pick six, or was that a different one? If that was the Tracy Porter pick six, then that was amazing. Should the Lions part ways with Stafford? I'm not sure, honestly. He is one of their best, probably their best quarterback of all time, so it's kind of hard to see him leave that. But he is kind of getting on up there. Pats versus Rams. Should it have been the Saints? Yes. It definitely should have. That was a blown call, in my opinion, that cost him a shot at a ring. But it is what it is. That kind of stuff, unfortunately, does happen. And you've just got to, deal with it and go on. But yes, the Saints should have been in that game. Top plays of the week's ever come back. So the thing with that, I loved the series, but I got hundreds of texts every day, and it was a ton of work to edit, and so I wasn't a huge fan of that, so I did go ahead and do away with that because getting hundreds of texts every day wasn't fun. Found this searching Q&A. What's up? Hey, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Good night. Love your stream. Hope to see the new video tomorrow. I will do my best to get that out tomorrow. So like I said, if you're new, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're going to try and build those numbers. Is the NFC West the best division? Broncos are in the AFC, so I'm going to have to say no on that one. Just because I'm a little, partial to the Broncos here. They're a really good division, though, don't get me wrong. Jeff, who are you going for first in UL? I am getting Megatron, Calvin Johnson. You should see that in a video tomorrow, possibly on Tuesday, depending on editing time, but very soon nonetheless. After that, I'm going for Weapon X, Brian Dawkins. And then I will probably try to grind for Franco Harris. You should see videos of all those coming in the next couple of weeks. They should have added a QB to the UL event. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of great Ultimate Legends that could have been, selected for the quarterback position. John Elway could have got one. Joe Montana, Steve Young, Dan Marino. Like Dan Marino, exactly, yes, like Dan Marino. Marino would have been a perfect one. Favorite video on my channel? Oh, man, okay, favorite video. Oh, I got to stretch for a second. Favorite video that I've uploaded would probably be the Megatron video. His Black Friday card. That was so much fun to get to do. It was a ton of fun to edit and all that. So, yeah, that's got to be up there. The Peyton Manning one. Best players without a Super Bowl win. Jason Witten has to be up there. Tony Romo's got to be up there, exactly. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Tony Gonzalez, Patrick Willis, those are good points. I think Lewis got one. Ray Lewis got one, didn't he? Yeah. He got one with the Ravens. I'm trying to think. Herman Moore doesn't have a ring that I'm aware of. He's one that definitely was a player worthy of a ring. Calvin Johnson, yeah, Johnson didn't get one. Julio Jones doesn't have a ring. Matt Ryan for the same team. Randy Moss, wow, I did not know Randy Moss never had a Super Bowl ring. That's really surprising. Fitzgerald, yes, Fitzgerald doesn't have a ring. He does?
Oh, no, they lost to the Steelers.
Yeah. They played in one. They didn't win one, though. Calvin Johnson, yes. If Antonio Brown would join the league again, would you want to see him in a Broncos uniform? I don't know. For his talent, yes. For his off-the-field antics, no. So that's one that's very kind of back and forth. I don't really know on that one. I would love to see him in the league again, but only if he can cut out all of the extra stuff that he's been doing that's not really helping much. Because that's just making it harder on everybody. What's the chance of the Lions getting a first-round bye next year? Good night, Jeff. All right. Tanner, thanks for stopping by. Chances of the Lions getting a first-round bye is not very high, in all honesty. They're a decent team, but they just don't have that kind of ability, in my opinion. Do we have any more questions? Anybody? Favorite TV series? I was a big fan of How I Met Your Mother and The Big Bang Theory, both of which I know have already ended. Stranger Things, if you could call that a TV series, it's a Netflix series, so it's kind of a TV series. And I watch Shark Tank a lot too. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's a funny one. I've seen a few episodes here and there. I watch film theories on them all the time too, which are always fun to see. All right, let's see what else we've got. What team do you think will get to the playoffs that did not make it this year? Ooh, teams that are going to make the playoffs this year that didn't make them last year. Opinions on the NFL becoming 18 weeks long. Best YouTuber in my opinion is Markiplier. I love watching his stuff. Worst team in the NFL in your opinion? I'd say Redskins or Bengals. I would say Bengals. That might change when they get Joe Burrow. We'll have to see. But for right now, the Bengals are the worst in the NFL. We just gained another person, so welcome to the chat. We're up to 15 right now. Lions are pretty rough. They had a couple of good games this year, but they're definitely down. They might make playoffs, maybe make first round of the playoffs. We'll have to see. Jacksonville, I think, is going to have a good shot at making the playoffs. Oh, historically, yeah. Historically, they're pretty rough. Arizona or Dallas? Dallas is definitely the better team out of those two. The Cardinals are pretty rough. But they've got Fitzgerald, so you can't hit on them too much. All right. This is a lot of fun to get in a chat with you guys. I know a lot of you have been wanting a live stream for quite a while, so it's always fun to finally get to bring one in. Anybody have any more questions or things you want to, throw out there and see what happens, see what's talked about? How do you think Seahawks will do next year? I think they're going to do pretty good. Will the Bucks make the playoffs? And they have Bruce Arians. I don't know. I think Broncos can slide a wild card spot next year. Do you think they have the capability? If they take Henry Ruggs and they rely heavily on a dual threat run pass scenario, it's definitely possible. We already know Philip Lindsay's really good. We already know Cortland Sutton's really good. We already know Noah Fant's got a lot of amazing shots and stuff. Thoughts on CHF quitting Madden Mobile? He did what he felt was right for him. I'm kind of sad to see him go, but this is how he felt was the next step in his career online, and I fully respect that. He put a lot of work in, put a lot of time and effort into the community, and he decided that it was time for him to go. Bucks have a better shot without Jameis Winston or with him. Depending on who replaces him, I would say without, because that 30-30 is really rough. Thoughts on MMG leaving Madden Mobile? I was a bit frustrated when he stopped playing Madden Mobile, because I found him as a Madden Mobile streamer and stuff. See, without 30 picks is too much, exactly. I was definitely a bit frustrated to see him, MMG, leave Madden Mobile and go just to console. There's a lot of really fun stuff to watch and to do in Madden Mobile. Bro, MMG's the GOAT. Love his Wheel of Mutt. The Wheel of Mutt is a lot of fun to watch, for sure. I just wish he would throw a little bit of Madden Mobile back onto the channel. Because there's a lot of us, like me, that play Madden Mobile that don't play console. We are approaching the 2-hour mark on this live stream, believe it or not, which is amazing. Any fun teams beside the Broncos you liked watching last season? Watching Minshew was a lot of fun. He had a lot of really good plays last season. I kept up with him quite a bit. Seattle had a lot of good plays too. Aside from you have Madden, Slay, Overdrive definitely drove a lot away. Yeah, Overdrive was awful, in all honesty. It was a really bad season. It's the only season of Madden Mobile that I did not fully play through. I played like 3 weeks of it and quit. And came back to it this season. Overdrive was really rough. Yeah, we don't talk about Overdrive. No, Overdrive was a really, really rough. Favorite Madden Mobile season? Either the first year it came out or this season. And honestly, I think the first year it came out because that had that DeMarco Murray card that I keep talking about with that 99 speed that was amazing. Madden Mobile 15 or Madden Mobile 16 were both really good. 16 for sure, yeah. 16 was amazing. I think 16 was probably my favorite too. Most toxic fan base in the NFL. Ooh. I'm going to get some hate on this one. I'm not entirely sure. Um, Still don't understand why they have it implemented. Just go back to head like it used to be. Head to head was a lot of fun, yeah. Yeah, this make it heated, yeah. I don't know. I don't really like to think of fan bases as toxic. It's just some are different than others. The Cardinals are an option for the HBO Hard Knocks. Would it be interesting? I don't know on that one. I don't think that'd be the best one. So the new Link signature players. I heard about us getting some 96s and 97s, and I think a 98. It's going to be kind of cool to see that. I don't remember who all they were exactly. But yeah, new signature players are always exciting to see. Probably going to see a lot of pack openings. Maybe not on mine. Yeah, 98 Zeke Elliott's going to be an insane one. Probably going to have 95, 96 speed. Favorite Broncos game I've ever been to. I've never actually been to a Broncos game, unfortunately. I really want to go. But I've not been able to go to a Broncos game yet because I am from the East Texas area. It's a long trip to Dallas, to Denver. I might go if they ever play against Dallas and just see what happens there, or against Houston or New Orleans. Who will the Chargers starting QB? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know who the Chargers would start. Oh, you're gonna bust in. All right, what's up? Who do you think? Who the Chargers started next season?
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. Okay. So not
Or Tua, whoever.
whichever one they take.
Joe's going to be gone.
Yeah. Is Dallas interesting? I mean, the place, not the team. Yeah, the place is an awesome place. I just got a look from him. He's like, watch yourself. No, Dallas is a fun town to walk in.
Yeah, it is.
They're really good at they're Hard Knock Seattle. That would be a fun one. That would have been really fun when the Legion of Boom was there. But it'd still be interesting to see. Get Bobby Wagner and Russell Wilson and some others in there. It'd be kind of fun to watch that one.
Hey, we're going to talk about soon.
Sure.
I mean, we can still do that, too.
Yeah, that's fine.
How many viewers we got?
Sitting at 12, maxed at 18 a few minutes ago. So yeah, he's
I
back.
actually got a. Have you ever seen the
Oh, nothing serious. I don't have Amazon Prime.
Aaron Hernandez one? Was cool.
It was?
Yeah, they're doing one on Michael Vick.
Yeah. Russell Wilson as a person is kind of boring. Yeah, that's kind of true.
All right, I got a question for y'all. So I've already brought it up a couple times, and I've been in conversations with Jeff. If I were to start a YouTube channel, Dak Prescott getting franchise tag? Yeah, he is actually.
Is he?
Yeah, because his contract's way too much. Just going to franchise him for another year because we got a lot of other people to sign.
Okay.
Get that extra cap bonus after next year.
Okay.
But I'm actually thinking about starting a YouTube channel, probably streaming Xbox, like Madden 20, maybe some Monster Hunter in there, you know, stuff I like. A lot of Madden, though. And then me and him had an idea where, like, I could, you know, we could stream like this right now. Madden on his channel. He could come in on my channel. We actually thought about doing a franchise where we do, like, a franchise draft and have our own teams and do that. But, like, what is y'all's... If y'all would want that, I would love to do that for y'all. I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for a while.
Darian's a fan of that. He's one of the
Thanks.
Yeah, he was one of the admins of a league that I used to be in.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, he would definitely be down for that. And we could have streams running on both. We could swap it around, just see how that works out. But yeah, I've kind of drug him into the world of YouTube a little bit. So
Yeah,
and
well,
it's
I've
a
been
lot of
interested
fun.
in it since senior year with my friend Vincent back home.
Yeah.
But I never really wanted to get into it. But if it's something that y'all would want to see and like maybe subscribe to me and see how, you know, support me a little bit as I grow.
Yeah, he's down for it too.
Thanks.
All right,
thanks. All right, yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely get on that then if y'all are up for that.
Bring it to the people. Have I ever been attacked by B? Yeah, bees suck.
Yes, I have.
Apparently watching this, well, alrighty then.
Shoot me too.
Hey now. Blurred. Whoa, Willie, yeah, exactly. Oh man, okay. Any other questions of any sort? The awkward silence of the chat.
All right, while we're in silent, okay, on the stream, when I do make my channel, I'm sure he'll plug me here and there. Um, I do like sour candy, actually.
I'm not a huge fan of sour stuff.
He
Sweet
likes
tarts-
cheese. He likes cheese. He loves cheese. Loves it.
Bruh.
Drinks it right from the udder.
That's not how cheese works.
But
Sports related, but do you guys like any other video games?
yeah. So I was talking about Monster Hunter. I love Pokemon. That was the first game I ever grew up on. Actually, I used to go to Pokemon tournaments for like Game Boy, Nintendo. I was telling him the other day that he's ranked in Pokemon Go still, right?
Yeah, like 103 in the world, I think it is, something like that.
Yeah, it was when the 5th generation of Pokemon came around, Unova region. I was actually top, went to tournaments and stuff like that, and did pretty good. Since then, I kind of didn't get into it. I still play it, but yeah, I love those games. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Or the old GTA that was on the PSP.
GTA's that's a banger.
Thrillville Off the Rails is slept on. I loved that on PSP. I found it amusing.
Mario Kart.
Best starters for Pokemon. Ooh.
What generation?
Just,
Like what region are you
just in
talking about?
general. They're just saying in general.
In general?
Okay, let's do best starters from each of the 3 types. Okay, Fire Charizard. Water
Any gen.
Any gen, okay. So fire, you gotta go Charizard. Ash's Charizard is ridiculously good. Hey, Spider02 just subscribed. Thank you. Okay, best gen Kanto. Because it's the classic.
I'm a Hoenn region fan.
If you could choose 2 NFL players to meet, who would they be? Peyton Manning and Emmitt Smith. I think it'd be the top 2.
I would want to meet Tony Romo and Larry Allen.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't catch whatever did I ask just said. I didn't catch that.
Anyways, back to the generations. I would agree. Charizard. Everybody loves Charizard.
Fortnite. I'm not a huge fan of Fortnite.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, we're just gonna push that one aside.
water type. Swampert.
He's beefy.
He is. He's my little beefcake.
Blastoise was pretty good in the main series.
Yeah, Kanto had some good starters.
Kanto probably had the best starting squad, honestly.
As far as grass,
Meganium.
well, honestly, my favorite
Please don't actually say Meganium.
my favorite Pokemon is Sceptile. So I love Sceptile.
Thoughts on the new Sonic movie?
I'm glad they changed Sonic.
I was about
Oh
to
my
say,
god.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm glad that we finally got them
And you
to
know,
change it.
Jim Carrey is very good. Did you see the thing where he actually did the Grinch face like that? It's not makeup.
Oh, wow.
He did it on camera, and I was like, oh my god.
That's amazing. We're slowly losing viewers.
Yeah, no.
Just went from 17 to just down to 8. We still have
Yeah, it's
8
gonna
OGs in
fluctuate.
here. Yeah, it's going to go up and down.
We need to walk outside here in a little bit.
Okay.
Pull that quick
Whenever we
out.
do that, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off.
Okay, we got about another minute on the chat, guys, and then we
Yeah.
got to eat and get to bed. So, last questions, last remarks, anything?
Yeah, any things you guys want to, comment and say, what you like, what you didn't like. If you want to see this again, which from what I'm seeing you probably do, hopefully.
Yeah, I had fun doing it.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun again to talk to you guys for a while. Somebody's spraying Febreze in the far room. That bathroom done went boom. College life, I love this. The next live stream, I don't really know. Probably sometime later this week. I'll put a notification down in the community tab to let you guys know. Favorite color is blue. For the blue and orange for the Broncos and for his Cowboys. Saddest decline in a player you've ever seen? Probably Antonio Brown. But I wouldn't really decline as much as just
I
a
want to
drop.
say Aaron Hernandez.
Oof. Jason took a day trip. Random question. Favorite food?
Tacos and spaghetti.
Sushi and tamales. Not at the same time.
Well, for me, I can because I probably did spaghetti tacos.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We do know. Last remarks, Jeff.
I had fun. This is the first official live stream on the channel. Well, minus the one with the NBA 2K blowout. If Romo had so many injuries, would he be one of the greatest of all time?
Yes,
Yes.
for sure. He'd probably still be playing his last few years right now.
I would say so, yeah. Good night. Love the stream, y'all. All right, now, real quick, if any of you guys are new, go ahead and subscribe if you don't mind. Yes, we are American. both from East Texas. Explains the twang in our voice and everything. Apple or Android? I'm Apple.
Apple.
He's Apple, without a doubt. Android's quite frustrating. No offense to the Android users. Love the stream. Looking forward to some more. There will definitely be at least one more later this week if you're game. And we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next Madden Mobile video.
See y'all later, guys.
Good night, everybody.